Bees are famous for teamwork, precision, and complex societies. But hidden beneath the hive's order is a genetic system so strange it breaks one of biology's most basic rules. What if I told you male bees have no fathers, while female bees can decide the sex of their offspring before the egg is even laid? This isn't science fiction, it's genetics. Welcome back to my channel where we unravel life's biggest mysteries written in your DNA. Today, we're diving into one of the most elegant and ruthless reproductive systems in nature. This is bee reproduction and genetics. In most animals, males and females are genetically similar. Both are diploid, carrying two sets of chromosomes. Bees are different. Female bees, queens and workers, are diploid, developing from fertilized eggs. Male bees, called drones, are haploid, developing from unfertilized eggs. This system is known as Haplodiploidy, and it gives queens extraordinary control. By choosing whether or not to fertilize an egg as it passes through her reproductive tract, a queen literally decides whether the egg becomes male or female. No fertilization, male. Fertilized, female. Sex in bees is a genetic decision, not a gamble. Sex determination in bees isn't controlled by sex chromosomes like X and Y. Instead, it revolves around a single, powerful gene, the complementary sex determiner, or CSD gene. If an egg is heterozygous at the CSD locus, meaning it carries two different versions of the gene, it develops into a female. If it's haploid, carrying only one copy, it becomes a male. This system creates an evolutionary incentive for queens to mate with multiple drones. More genetic diversity at the CSD gene reduces the risk of producing non-viable or sterile offspring. In other words, polyandry isn't promiscuity, it's colony insurance. Queens are the colony's primary reproductive engines. Their fertility is shaped by traits like ovariole number, spermatheca size, and sperm storage capacity, all of which show strong heritability. Workers, on the other hand, are usually sterile, but usually doesn't mean always. In queenless colonies, workers can activate their ovaries and lay unfertilized eggs, producing only males. Genetic conflict plays a key role here. Research shows that paternal genes, or patrogenes, are more likely to promote worker reproduction, a molecular tug-of-war between maternal and paternal genetic interests. Even in a hive built on cooperation, genes still compete. Drones are genetic minimalists. They develop from unfertilized eggs, carry just one chromosome set, and produce sperm that are genetically identical. Their only role is to mate, and once they succeed, they die. But despite this simplicity, drone genetics matter. Sperm quality, viability, and mating success vary between males and are influenced by both genetic background and environmental stressors like temperature, nutrition, and pesticide exposure. Queens store sperm from dozens of drones and selectively use it over years, ensuring high genetic diversity across thousands of offspring. The colony's strength depends on the queen's past mating choices. Honeybee mating is one of the most extreme courtship rituals in nature. Virgin queens fly to drone congregation areas, releasing pheromones that attract thousands of males. Drones pursue her midair, guided by scent and vision. Copulation is brief, violent, and fatal for the male. His reproductive organs rupture, leaving a mating sign behind. Queens repeat this process many times, mating with up to 45 drones. In solitary bees, mating strategies vary wildly. From elaborate courtship displays and territorial defense to sneaking tactics and female choice driven by environmental cues. Across species, behavior and genetics work together to maximize reproductive success. Can female bees be born without fathers? Usually, no. In most bee species, females require fertilization, but there are rare exceptions. In the Cape honeybee, Apis mellifera capensis, workers can produce female offspring via the parthenogenesis, controlled by a single gene. In the small carpenter bee, Ceratina dilatoriana, females reproduce almost exclusively without males. These cases are evolutionary outliers, proof that even rigid systems can bend under the right genetic conditions. Bee reproduction is a masterclass in genetic efficiency. A system where sex is controlled at fertilization, males have no fathers, queens store sperm for years, and entire societies depend on a single gene working just right. It's not just reproduction, it's genetic engineering refined by evolution. Tell me, what other biological systems should we decode next? See you soon.